Solo Sikoa has a message for the WWE Universe ahead of his tribal combat against Roman Reigns. Solo Sikoa is gearing up for an intense and highly anticipated battle against Roman Reigns in tribal combat at the January 6th edition of Monday Night Raw. The rivalry between the two cousins has reached a boiling point as they prepare to square off for the coveted Ula Fala, a significant symbol within their Samoan heritage. In the lead-up to the match, Sikoa has sent a bold message to Roman Reigns and the WWE Universe, making it clear that he's ready for the challenge. The stakes couldn't be higher, with the winner of the tribal combat set to retain the Ula Fala, a powerful symbol of leadership and respect within the family and the bloodline. Reigns, as the long-standing tribal chief, has carried the Ula Fala as part of his reign, but Solo Sikoa, who has been making waves in WWE, is ready to claim the title for himself. Ahead of this monumental clash, Sikoa took to Instagram to send a direct and commanding message to Roman Reigns. Orlando, Florida. "Get ready to acknowledge me," Sikoa wrote, making it clear that he's not just fighting for the title, but for recognition as the true tribal chief. The post showcases Sikoa's growing confidence and hunger for power, and it's a clear challenge to the dominance of Reigns, who has held the title for so long. This match marks a major moment in the ongoing saga of the bloodline. Solo Sikoa, a key figure in the faction, has stepped into a leadership role in recent months, especially in the wake of Reigns' absence. Post-WrestleMania XL, Sikoa took over the reins of the bloodline, guiding the faction through turbulent times. His leadership was on full display during the Men's War Games match at Survivor Series, where he led the new bloodline into battle. Although they ultimately fell short against the original bloodline members and CM Punk, Sikoa's leadership and determination were evident, solidifying his place in WWE's top ranks. Solo Sikoa's rise within the bloodline came at a critical time. With Roman Reigns focusing on other matters and stepping away from the day-to-day operations of the faction, Sikoa was thrust into a prominent role. His loyalty to Reigns, however, has been unwavering, but it's clear that Solo is not afraid to take matters into his own hands when the opportunity arises. His tribal combat match against Reigns is the culmination of months of tension and build-up between the two cousins. Roman Reigns, for his part, has long been the undisputed leader of the bloodline, and his time as tribal chief has been marked by an iron grip on power. Reigns has demanded the WWE Universe acknowledge him as the tribal chief, a position he has maintained with absolute authority. But with Solo Sikoa's rising star, the WWE Universe is beginning to ask whether it's time for a new leader to emerge from within the bloodline. The January 6th episode of Monday Night Raw will be a pivotal moment not just for these two men, but for the future of the bloodline. The result of the tribal combat will have far-reaching implications for the faction's future and its place in WWE history. Will Roman Reigns retain control of the bloodline, or will Solo Sikoa rise up to claim his place as the new tribal chief? The tension between the two is palpable, and the match promises to be an epic showdown between cousins with everything on the line. As Solo Sikoa calls for the WWE Universe to acknowledge him, it's clear that he's ready to step out of Reigns' shadow and take his place at the top of the family. With the Ula Fala at stake, the tribal combat match between Solo Sikoa and Roman Reigns is one of the most highly anticipated events in WWE's recent history. Fans in Orlando and around the world will be watching closely to see who will emerge victorious and claim the title of tribal chief. As Solo Sikoa prepares for battle, one thing is certain: this is a match that will change the landscape of the bloodline forever. Solo Sikoa, one of the most dynamic rising stars in WWE, is making waves both inside and outside the ring, with a significant shift in his persona, according to wrestling commentator Sam Roberts. On the Not Sam Wrestling podcast, Roberts discussed Sikoa's evolving character, noting that the young powerhouse is blending elements of his previous swaggy persona with an added layer of intimidation, creating a compelling and multidimensional character. Roberts, who has closely followed Sikoa's rise through WWE, believes that the Samoan star is playing on a different level than ever before. He pointed out that Sikoa, despite being a relatively new talent in the company, has quickly garnered the ability to command the WWE Universe. Now, he's playing on a different level, and that's true. But I think you also have to take into account that he's a young guy, and just a few years ago, he had no experience, and now he's holding the audience in the palm of his hand like very few performers have the ability to do, Roberts said. This ability to captivate the WWE Universe is what sets Sikoa apart from many other rising stars. It's not just about his impressive in-ring abilities, but the way he can connect with fans and create an aura of excitement around him. This shift to a more complex persona comes at a crucial time in his career, especially as he prepares for his upcoming tribal combat match with Roman Reigns. Sikoa's journey to this point has been nothing short of meteoric. Though he is still in the early stages of his career, his raw talent and growing charisma have made him one of the most compelling figures in WWE. However, despite his natural athleticism and presence, Sikoa is still learning the ropes, and his character is constantly evolving. The swaggy persona Roberts refers to was a key element of Sikoa's early days in WWE, where his laid-back confidence and charisma made him a fan favorite. Now, however, he's combined that swagger with a more menacing, serious edge as he becomes more focused on his goals and ambitions, particularly as he aims to make a name for himself as the rightful tribal chief. This shift is particularly significant given the ongoing feud between Sikoa and his cousin, Roman Reigns. In recent months, the tension between the two has been palpable, with Sikoa challenging Reigns for control of the bloodline and the coveted Ula Fala. Despite this growing rivalry, Sikoa has suffered a few notable setbacks, most recently at the Bad Blood Premium Live event, where he was pinned by Reigns. This defeat, however, may have only fueled Sikoa's desire to step out of Reigns' shadow and claim his spot at the top of the family. The men's War Games match at Survivor Series also ended in a loss for Sikoa, as Reigns secured the victory for his team by pinning him. But in many ways, these setbacks have only added to Sikoa's determination and drive. The upcoming Tribal Combat match on January 6th, scheduled for Monday Night Raw, will be a pivotal moment in Sikoa's career. The Ula Fala will be on the line, and both cousins have everything to prove. For Sikoa, the Tribal Combat match is not just about reclaiming respect within his family, but also asserting his dominance in WWE. It's clear that his growing confidence, mixed with his raw power and emerging leadership qualities, is pushing him toward the next phase of his career. If he can defeat Roman Reigns, it will be a defining moment that could change the entire trajectory of the bloodline and Sikoa's future within WWE. As Roberts pointed out, Sikoa's rise has been swift, and while he is still learning, his ability to connect with the audience and bring a new layer of depth to his character makes him one of the most intriguing figures in the company today. Whether or not he walks out of the January 6th edition of Raw with the Ula Fala, it's clear that Solo Sikoa's evolution is far from over. With a mix of swagger, intimidation, and raw talent, Sikoa is ready for whatever challenges lie ahead.